How's it going, everybody? Tommy Star here with TD Healthy 2015, bringing you another Blu-ray update video. So it's been a few weeks since my last one. I've got a nice new stack of new Blu-rays that I picked up over the last few weeks that I want to show you guys here. Went to a few new places, a couple different Pawn Americas, some high score video, and your regular Walmart, Target, Barnes and Nobles, things like that. So I was able to find a couple cool selections over the last couple weeks. A few of these are also going to be some Christmas gifts that I've gotten. So let's go ahead and get started, show you guys what I got new to add to my collection.
Okay, so the first couple I'm going to show you here are going to be a few I picked up to add to my horror Blu-ray collection here. Starting with The Legend. Great movie. What I remember most about this movie is that as a kid, this movie, out of any other movie I can think of, scared the living shit out of me. And it was all because of that dude right there, the Lord of Darkness. I don't know what it was. I mean, it's funny. I think this movie is like only rated like PG. Yeah. It's just rated PG. So it's not like technically like a horror movie. I just keep it in my horror collection just because of, the Lord of Darkness guy. But yeah, I don't know what it was about this guy, just the fact that he's like, looks like the devil or is the devil or whatever. But yeah, it just scared the living shit out of me as a kid. Not those other movies that you would think of like, Freddy, Jason, things like that. It was always this damn movie that I remember. But really good film by Ridley Scott. Just, a fantasy adventure mythical movie that is, like I said, really good. It's one of Tom Cruise's earlier roles. But I really love this movie, and I was glad to find it, on Blu-ray. Got a pretty good deal on it. Had to find it at Barnes and Noble. Again, one of those type of movies that are kind of rare. But happy to finally get this. All right, next we got The Fly, the 1986 remake. This movie's kick-ass. Absolutely love this movie. It was a movie I was kind of holding off on for Blu-ray because they have yet to put Fly 2. Which I really like as well on Blu-ray. So I was kind of holding off, thinking that maybe at one point they would release a dual pack of both Fly films on Blu-ray. But who knows if that'll ever happen. So I seen it, and I think I found this one at Barnes and Nobles as well. But I seen it, I figured, what the hell, go ahead and grab it, because obviously I like this one way better than the second one. Happy to pick this up. Went ahead and grabbed it while I seen it, and got a pretty good deal on it as well. So. Happy to have this movie kick ass. Okay, so that's going to take us to a few Marvel DC films that I picked up to add to my collection. As I told you guys in the last video, I decided to start collecting all Marvel and DC movies that they've ever made. As many as I can find on Blu-ray. There's a few in the list that I have that are still not yet out on Blu-ray, so I probably would just pick them up on DVD just to have them. Not many, just a few. But here we go with Fantastic Four, the original Fantastic Four. Not the brand new one. And I liked the Fantastic Four films. Like I said before, I like the new one better. I think it's got a better storyline to it. But this was still good. I still like the film. Still definitely wanted to own it on Blu-ray. I haven't found the second one yet, Rise of the Silver Surfer. Hopefully I'll be getting that one soon. But I found this at Pawn America the other day, and a good price. I think I had it in my Amazon card for about $12, and this one was $5. And of course, in Amazon, it was brand new. But still, it's there's a few films that I don't mind, if they're used. The only thing that pisses me off is that right down at the bottom there. Some of those stickers that they put on them, you just can't get them off. They just stick to it. I worked the shit out of that, and I just can't get it all off. But hopefully, somebody with nails will do that, because I ain't got shit for fingernails. But anyway, so Fantastic Four. Okay, then the second film I got for my Marvel collection is Punisher Warzone. I haven't even seen this film yet. I've seen the old school Dolph Lundgren version, which I have on DVD. I, of course, the Tom Jane one I absolutely love. And then this one came out after Tom Jane, and from what I've read, this is, again, another standalone film. It's not no part of the other ones. It's just another, I guess you would want to call it, remake or whatever. Like I said, haven't seen it. Owned it on DVD for a long time, but since I'm collecting everything, I've seen it, at Pawn America for really cheap. Grabbed it. I've heard nothing but bad reviews about this movie. So, I mean, you guys let me know what you think of Warzone, if it's any good. Like I said, I loved Tom Jane in the role, so I'm not really sure about this dude, which I don't even know who this guy is. Who is he? Ray Stevenson, is it? Whoever the hell that dude is. But anyway, yeah, so Punisher Warzone, let me know what you guys think. Obviously, we'll see it at some point. But like I said, I'm collecting everything Marvel DC, so whether it's good or bad, I'm going to own it. So okay, so next we got Green Lantern. So far in my Marvel DC Blu Ray hunt that I've been on over the last couple weeks, I've yet to find anything DC, and I finally went ahead and picked this one up. I've seen it in stores for a long time, and never bought it because I owned it on DVD. But now, like I said, since I've decided to do Marvel and everything Marvel and DC on Blu-ray, go ahead and grab it. And I think it was like $7. But a lot of people really talk a lot of shit about this movie, and to be honest with you, I really didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty good. It's not the greatest movie, but it was decent. They had a really big budget on this film, and it definitely bombed. But I thought it was okay. It wasn't horrible. Looking forward to, obviously, the new Green Lantern film that they're going to be making in a few years in the new DC universe. But yeah, I liked it. I think I like Ryan Reynolds a little bit better in the Deadpool role. But I figured I'd go ahead and grab this since I'm collecting all the DC and Marvel. So. All right, the next one in my DC category here is Jonah Hex with Josh Brolin. Now, another movie I've never seen, and I haven't even owned this on DVD. Don't really know much about it, but when I looked up all the Marvel and DC films on Wikipedia, this is one of them that popped up as a straight up actual DC character. You guys, again, let me know what you think of this movie. I mean, I love Josh Brolin and John Malkovich. Not a huge Megan Fox fan, but I really like Josh Brolin, and being DC, definitely one that I had to get. But yeah, I don't really know a lot about it, so you guys let me know if it's a good movie or not. But yeah, I decided to go ahead and pick this up. Found this really cheap at Pawn America, so I grabbed it while I seen it, just so I can check it off the list. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this movie, if it's any good, and I'll be checking it out soon. Okay, so now just kind of getting into my straight up A to Z titles. Went ahead and picked up Black Sheep. Now, I had mentioned in one of my other videos that with Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, and Chris Farley being three of my favorite all-time comedy actors, I decided since I owned everything on DVD, I'll go ahead and just pick my favorites of each actor and get those on Blu-ray. But of course, I'm always changing my mind. Chris Farley was always a favorite of mine growing up. I mean, I absolutely loved this guy. I would always mimic him and quote his lines from movies. And I remember back when I was younger, it's like 16, I worked at McDonald's, and I actually had a name tag that said Farley on it. Everybody would call me Farley, just the way I acted all the time. But so sad when I found out that he died. I actually remember the day when he died. I think my brother came running inside and said he heard on the radio or something. But yeah, big letdown to find out he passed away. I mean, the movies that he would have made would have just been awesome. But since he's always been an all-time favorite of mine, I decided to go ahead and just try to get all his movies. Of course, he's got 4 top roles: Tommy Boy, which I've gotten on Blu-ray now, Black Sheep, and then his 2 other big roles, leading roles type movies were of course Almost Heroes with Matthew Perry, and then Beverly Hills Ninja, which I absolutely love. But I've yet to see those come to Blu-ray. It doesn't look like they have yet, so hopefully at some point they will, and I'll get them for sure. But really love Black Sheep. It was not as good as Tommy Boy, but I still really liked it. And I seen it, and I had to get it on Blu-ray. Okay, so the next one here is Extract with Jason Bateman. This movie is hilarious. From the creators of Office Space, as you can see there, but Mike Judge, creator of Beavis and Butthead. Office Space, I already have on Blu-ray. Kick-ass movie, and Mike Judge definitely nailed it again in this movie. Kind of a movie that's not really talked about a lot. At least I don't hear much about it. But it was really good. I thought this movie was really funny, and I didn't even own it on DVD. I had yet to buy it, and I just kind of came across this, at like one of the stores I went to. I was looking through their Blu-rays. I'm like, I seen it. I'm like, wow. It's probably one of those movies that I probably would have just bought on DVD. But since I hadn't owned it on DVD and I just seen it there really cheap on Blu-ray, I figured, what the hell? But if you guys haven't seen this, I definitely recommend this movie. It's really funny. Really a really unique, different type of movie. But definitely check this out. Okay, so that takes us to The Big Lebowski, another kick-ass Coen Brothers movie. And believe it or not, I didn't even own this movie on DVD. Why? I can't even answer that question. I don't know why I never got around to buying this movie. But I found this pretty sweet steelbook at Pawn America for like $4 or $5. And I'm like, wow, Big Lebowski steelbook, definitely have to grab that. So yeah, I'm really happy to finally own this movie, but definitely a great movie by the Coen Brothers. Really unusual type of movie, but it's still really, really good. Jeff Bridges, John Goodman, Steve Buscemi. But check this movie out. I'm sure this is one of those movies that practically everybody has seen, but if you haven't, definitely recommend this movie. But yeah, really happy to to find it on this pretty cool steelbook. I was pretty surprised to find this at Upon America. Usually the steelbooks are kind of rare finds. But yeah, happy to grab this movie. All right, the next in line here, we got Major League. Excellent movie from the 80s. Definitely one of Charlie Sheen's best fucking movies. Another one of those movies that I was holding off on, hoping that they would make the second one on Blu-ray as well, and they have yet to release part 2 on Blu-ray. I don't really care much about the third one. That one obviously sucked, but I really like the second one as well. One is better in my opinion, but I really like them both, and I'm hoping that we'll get part 2 on Blu-ray. But I seen this cheap, and I figured, what the hell, I've been wanting to get on Blu-ray anyway, and hopefully, like I said, we'll see part 2 on Blu-ray, and then I'll grab that when it comes out. But in the meantime, this obviously is the best one out of the series, and I'm really happy to own this movie. So freaking hilarious. One of the best sports movies ever made, in my opinion. So yeah, happy to own this movie. Okay, so that takes us to The Taking of Pelham 123. An excellent Denzel Washington, John Travolta movie. This movie is just kick ass. It's another one of those type of movies that I can watch over and over and over. Great psychological thriller. John Travolta plays, like the villain, bad guy type movie, type character in this film, and he just absolutely nails the shit out of it. And of course, Denzel Washington played, an excellent role, like he always does in every one of his movies. And I was really happy to come across this at Upon America. Kind of one of those movies that I didn't really have planned on buying on Blu-ray. I not that I didn't want to, I just for some reason never thought about it. I own it on DVD, but I was so happy to upgrade this movie to Blu-ray. This is a really good movie. I highly recommend this movie to you guys. It's based on a true story, slightly, I guess. I don't know how exact it is, but really, really good movie. If you haven't seen this one, like I said, highly recommend this movie. Okay, so the next one here is Pan, the brand new Peter Pan movie that just recently came out. I wasn't too sure about this. This is definitely a blind buy, because I've never seen it. And to be honest with you, I wasn't really positive if I was going to get it or not, because I haven't really heard the greatest reviews about this movie. But I'll tell you why I picked it up. I was at Barnes & Noble the other day, and obviously at Barnes & Noble's, they, like I told you before, just jacked their prices up. And believe it or not, this movie was going for $35.99 at Barnes & Noble's. And I think in Walmart and Target, you can get it anywhere from, like, right now, being as new as it is, like 20 to, $25, somewhere in that range. So still, even at a Walmart and Target, it's still pretty spendy right now just because of how new it is. Barnes & Noble's mispriced this. They actually had 2 copies of this sitting on the shelf that actually said $35.99 down the corner, but in the upper right corner, they had $11.99 on it. And they almost weren't going to give it to me, but since they already had a few others on the shelf that were marked, they decided to go ahead and give it to me. So, I figured with that kind of price for this movie, that just hit, just got released on Blu-ray for $11.99. Would take the steal while I can, the way I pictured it. Since I was kind of iffy about this movie anyways, that kind of sold it for me, obviously. So definitely got an excellent price on this movie. So I was happy to grab it for the price that it was. So, but like I said, I haven't heard greatest reviews. I'm going to go ahead and watch it. Hopefully it's pretty decent. I didn't really like that other Peter Pan movie that came out years ago called Peter Pan. But Hook, obviously I love Hook. That movie kicks ass. But we'll see. We'll see what this one, how good this one does. So I'll be watching this soon. Let me guys know if you've seen it, what you guys think of it. Okay, so next on the update is Edward Scissorhands. Really cool collection. This is the 25th anniversary collection edition. I was debating a couple different options here. They had the steelbook version of this. They had just a regular version with a cool slip cover, and then this one, of course. And I really wanted the steelbook, but this is kind of a cool set. I'll go ahead and show you guys what comes with this. You go ahead and just slip that off, and I'll show you guys what's inside. Okay, so I got it all out of the box here. You kind of a cool little set. You get this heart-shaped cookie cutter. You get this little cutout thing that he did with scissors. If you look here, he spreads out to like 6, and then you get this nice little air freshener, which gives this collection a nice little aroma. When you open it up, you can really smell how strong this thing is through the plastic, but kind of funny. But anyway, it's a really nice collection. Here's the Blu-ray that comes with it. Happy to have this collection. Like I said, I wanted the steelbook, but I think in the end, I'm happy I ended up getting this set because, like I said, a nice little collector's set. But yeah, Edward Scissorhands, one of Tim Burton's greatest films that he made, and happy to have this finally on Blu-ray. Okay, that takes us to the last item in this update, my Indiana Jones complete collection on Blu-ray. So happy to finally own this. I've bought this a couple different times, and it's kind of a funny story. I've always ended up returning it for some dumb reason. It's always been kind of in the $40 to $50 range, and I always seem to have bought it around times I really didn't have money, and then I ended up returning it. I never owned this on DVD for some crazy reason. Don't know why, but I'm so happy to finally get it. I was at Best Buy the other day, and around Christmas time, I seen this. It went down to $35, and I was gonna buy it, but I wanted to save my money for Christmas, and so I didn't get it. And I just seen it the other day. Still back up to $45 at Best Buy, but I looked at Amazon really quick, and Amazon had it for $35, and Best Buy price matches. So I figured snag it while it's cheap on Amazon. So I brought it up there and I picked it up, and they price matched it for $35. So ripped the plastic off immediately, so I can't return it this time. But I'm finally so happy to finally have the Indiana Jones set. Open this up real quick, and I'll just kind of flip through one of those nice booklets. There's, of course, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh, it's just so hard to do with one hand. Temple of Doom, my favorite. Last Crusade, and then Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And then you get a bonus disc as well in this. If I can get to it. There's the bonus disc. And the back. So, like I said, really happy to finally own this collection on Blu-ray. Finally, after this long. So, all right, so that does it for this Blu-ray update. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Give me some thumbs up. And we will see you guys in the next Blu-ray update. Check you guys later.